Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be ranking the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K21. Now, it is difficult because we got current gen to worry about, we have next gen to worry about, and I'd be lying if I said I played a lot of next gen. Like most of these cards on this list, I haven't even played with on next gen or seen play next gen, so it's kind of going to be biased, right, on towards current gen or me guessing towards next gen based on previous cards, which you guys will see with who is number 10 on my list. But before we dive any deeper, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Starting the list off at number 10, we have one of the newer kind of Galaxy Opals released, obviously on February 19th. Galaxy Opal Moments Jamal Murray, 6'4", 6'6" wingspan, 23 Hall of Fame badges, 27 on gold, hotspots from everywhere outside the arc, 96 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 94 speed ball, 92 ball handle, 94 speed acceleration, as well as a 92 lateral quickness. Now, the one downside to Jamal Murray is he's just not that next level on defense. He's solid on defense, just not next level on defense, and he's one of those cards that I think is going to be better on next gen. You might ask why, because I think his release on next gen is just a little bit better. I think he moves better on next gen, and I do like his release on next gen a little bit better. He's still fine on current gen, Pro 2, Pro 5 behind the back. Quick release time with that jump shot, 80, good tendencies all the way around. I really think Jamal Murray on next gen is a top point guard in the game. Current gen, you just didn't see him ran in 250 in the 250k tournament, and I think that says a lot about how good Jamal Murray is on current gen. Coming in at number 9 for me is another card that is very, very new in Pink Diamond, the Steve Nash. Now, this Steve Nash is basically identical to the other Steve Nash. What this Steve Nash is going to give you compared to Jamal Murray is a little different. 6'3", 6'6" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. When I say a little bit different, he's got the Hall of Fame showtime, he's got Hall of Fame clamps, but he's not as tall as Jamal Murray. So there are differences. 96 3 ball, 95 driving dunk. Obviously, his interior defense is something to be concerned about, but speed-wise is a little bit better than Jamal Murray with the 96 lateral quickness as well. Playmaker-wise, you couldn't really want more, obviously. And the biggest difference between him and Jamal Murray, the reason he's one step higher is because the Hall of Fame showtime. I get it, they both got the Pro 2 escape. Jamal Murray's moving dribble sigs are a lot better. Release-wise, I wouldn't say anybody's got an advantage, at least on current gen. Next gen, there might be one that has an advantage. 100 driving dunk tendency, great defensive tendencies. When it comes down to it, guys, you can have Steve Nash. 10, you could have Steve Nash not on the list and like Damian Lillard more than this card. That's really kind of my opinion on it. I think people overlook this Steve Nash card a lot of people because of the interior defense. I'm one of those people. If a card has 25 interior, it's tough to play them. But I do think Steve Nash in some sort of settings can be very, very solid. Coming in at number 9 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 8 for me on my top 10 point guard list is Pink Diamond Oscar Robertson. Now, this card specifically is here because of next gen. A lot of people, when they go to next gen, they're like, why did nobody mention the Oscar Robertson name? Why is nobody mentioning him? And I agree. 6'5", 6'8" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. 93 ball, 85 driving dunk, decent enough playmaker speed ball. Speed is a 93, acceleration 93, 90 lateral quickness, half rebound chaser, tireless defender. Now, the biggest thing that I noticed with this Oscar card is that when we're talking about next gen, we're talking about the Pro 2 size up with the Pro 3 movement behind the back, which is just absolutely incredible. He does have showtime dunks. Oscar's release on quick is kind of iffy. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It's not a great release, but it's not the worst release. Decent enough tendencies through and through. I'll say this. Oscar Robertson doesn't get talked about enough for how good he is on next gen. Already has blinders equipped. You don't have to put that on him. You can put, 5 extra gold badges on him and make him a little bit better. I think he is one step ahead of Jamal Murray still on next gen. Now, I might be biased in saying that, but I just think his player model gives him that slight edge over Jamal Murray. Coming in at number 7 for me is a card that I'm not as high on as most of the community in Pink Diamond, Kyrie Irving. Like 3 days before 250, a lot of people had him in their squads, not including me. I would never run this card, but 6'3", 6'4" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere outside of that right corner. 97 3 ball, 75 driving dunk, great speed, ball handle, speed, acceleration, and lateral quickness. And the one thing about Kyrie is he gives you the best of both worlds. Incredible on the defensive end. Obviously, it has the Hall of Fame ankle breaker, which is huge. Handles for days, quick first step. Half range, flexible, dead eye. Now, the one thing that holds me back from Kyrie Irving First thing is, yes, he does get a couple of Showtime dunks, but he only has a 75 driving dunk tendency. Next is his release. I cannot stand Kyrie Irving's release. I hate it. Some people can make it work. I was not one of those people. Does have the Pro 2 escape, Pro 1 moving behind the back, which isn't bad at all. Defensively, obviously, is absolutely incredible tendencies. So when it comes down to it, Kyrie is incredible on the defensive end. Offensively, I just cannot stand his release. That is why he's not any higher than number 7 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 6 is going to be a lot of disagreements in the comments, and I already know this. But on current gen, give me Gary Payton over Pink Diamond Kyrie over Irving every day of the week. 6'4", 6'7" wingspan, so yes. Play him out a little bit better, 95 speed, 99 ladder quickness, and just look at the defensive badges. Now, I know Kyrie's good on defense, but he's not this good on defense. 87 3 ball, 80 driving dunk, 95 speed with ball, and 89 ball handle. This card is pretty similar to Kyrie in the fact that they give you a lot of the same things. Quick first step, obviously. Kyrie's got a lot more shooting badges than Gary Payton, but the one thing I would say I like about Gary Payton is he is perfect on defense. Like, you couldn't ask for anything more on defense. The biggest reason I like Gary Payton over Kyrie Irving is his release. John Wall base, on quick timing, shifty dribble 6. I get it, he doesn't have the Pro 2 escape, but he does have the Pro 2 swing, or the Pro 2 tween, and as long as the burst is in the game, it doesn't really matter. I love Gary Payton. He will always have a special place in my heart, coming in one spot above Kyrie Irving. Now, as high as I am on Gary Payton, I could not put him above Galaxy Opal Jeremy Lin. And when this Jeremy Lin card first came out, I thought he had a chance of running the 250K tournament. And then a few days later, we got Luka Doncic. 6'3", 6'5", wingspan, does have hot spots from everywhere behind the arc. 24 Hall of Fame badges, 35 on gold, 94 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 96 speed ball, 8, 94 ball handle, 96 speed, 94 lateral quickness. You look at how evenly distributed his badges are too. It's absolutely ridiculous. I wish he had Hall of Fame Showtime, but still, gold Showtime, half range, incredible half playmaking badges. You look at the defensive, half clamps, hard crusher, and intimidator as well. Tendency wise, 100 driving dunk tendency, good defensive tendencies. Jump shot 40. That's the one thing on the point guard. Like, it's not bad. I want to say jump shot 40 is not a bad release, but off a peak with the point guard, it's just kind of weird. It is on quick timing, Pro 2 size up, Pro 2 tween. There's a lot to like about Jeremy Lin. There is a lot to like. He's a more balanced Gary Payton, right? Gary Payton's going to give you more on the defensive end, but he's just a more balanced, well-rounded Gary Payton card, and that's, I think, why he's one step higher for me. I never really ran with Jeremy Lin like that in a competitive type setting, but I definitely think in a competitive MyTEAM setting, give me Jeremy Lin one step ahead of Galaxy Opal Gary Payton. Coming in at number 4 is a card that is pretty new in the MyTEAM community, but one I don't think we should overlook in Galaxy Opal Don O. 6'3", 6'8" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere outside of the right corner, 26 Hall of Fame badges, 20 on gold. First things first, look at the stats, very, very similar overall to a Jeremy Lin, stat-wise. He's got half range, half flexible, half quick first step. Defensively, this is where you're going to notice. He's going to be a better defender than Jeremy Lin, just by a little bit because of these half defensive badges. Now, the one thing is, you could make the debate that Jeremy Lin's better than Don O, but when you get into it, Pro 6 moving behind the back, I love that. Pro 2 escape. And the biggest thing is the Derrick Rose release, Rudy Gay's upper on quick timing. I think that release is absolutely incredible. Now, I might be biased because I've always liked Derrick Rose in 2Ks, but I'm super, super high on that release. 95 driving dunk, good defensive tendencies. And like I said, stat-wise, you upper 90 stats in every stat that matters. 75 interior, obviously I'd like to see that a little bit higher. But when you compare this card side by side with Jeremy Lin, obviously Jeremy's got more total badges, but you look at it. I mean, it is super, super close and competitive all the way around. Like I said, Don's just that little bit better on defense in my opinion. And then you look at the badge wise, very, very similar through and through. It's just the extra Hall of Fame defensive badges that gives Don just a slight edge to me over Galaxy Opal Jeremy Lin. Coming in at 3 on my top 10 point guard list is not Ben Gordon, is Pink Diamond Ben Simmons. 3 weeks ago, I don't even know if he would have been on my list. I was so against Pink Diamond Ben Simmons. I was so against running him. Even in 250, he probably should have been on my bench, but I was a head case. I was like, there's no way I can run Ben Simmons. This card is awful. He will never play for me. This and that. No, this Ben Simmons can play. If you know how to run with him, if he fits your play style, he can definitely play. 6'10", 7-foot wingspan. The only thing he can't do is shoot. Outside of shooting, 95 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, 91 speed ball, 95 speed, 94 lateral quickness, Hall of Fame showtime, half quick first step, half heart crusher, intimidator, tireless defender, trapper. You look at the tendencies, 95 driving dunk tendency, good defensive tendencies. Now, the SIGs don't really matter because here's the thing. As long as he has showtime dunks, the burst is all you're going to use with Ben Simmons. And unless you use him as like your pick and roll guy, you're going to want to 5 out with Ben Simmons and just run the burst. Or just use the burst. Dribble SIGs do not matter on current gen as long as the burst is in the game. Next gen, I haven't really seen that much next gen yet, so I'm not sure how Ben Simmons is. But I will say this. I was one of the people that was most against running Ben Simmons, but my eyes were opened after a lot of people really put him to use, especially in 250K qualifiers and even the 250K tournament. Really opened my eyes to how good Pink Diamond Ben Simmons is. Now, there was never a debate who my top 2 were. Now, personally, for me, I'm more comfortable with Lonzo Ball. But being a realist, current gen, next gen, this list is for the community. I'm a realist, guys. Lonzo Ball is the second best point guard in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. 6'6" height, 6'9" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere besides that left corner. 93 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, and 94 speed ball, 94 ball handle, 94 speed, as well as a 95 lateral quickness. He does come with gold showtime. Mine personally is half showtime. Half flexible release is super important. You are going to want to finish him out in the shooting department, but just look at the playmaking, and then more importantly than anything, look at the defense. Half clamps, intimidator, pickpocket, and tireless defender. Super good defensive badges. And overlooked stat is that 80 interior defense, which is very solid. Tendency wise, 95 driving dunk tendency, good defensive tendencies through and through. Lonzo's upper on quick timing is absolute butter. I don't know what they did to change that release, but it's absolutely incredible. Pro 6 moving behind the back, Pro 2 moving crossover. I know he doesn't have the Pro 2 Curry escape, but it's fine. It's fine because as long as the speed glitch is in the game on current gen, you really don't need the Curry escape like that. Does it help? Yes, it definitely helps, especially sometimes getting people crabs, some stuff like that. But I've not noticed it. Lonzo Ball is the point guard that I've had the most success with, coming in at number 2 on my top 10 point guard list. I kind of spoiled it for you guys, but coming in at number 1 is Galaxy Opal Luka Doncic. 6'7", 6'8" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere, 34 gold badges, 25 on Hall of Fame. 95 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 95 speed ball, 91 ball handle, 95 speed, 94 lateral quickness, half showtime, half range, half flexible. Playmaker wise, half quick first step, space creator, tight handles, unpluckable. Defensively, half intimidator, pogo stick. Now, here's the thing. You can add 6 badges to him, but what are you going to add? Outside of interceptor, outside of rim protector, post move lockdown, he doesn't need much. Yes, you can add post spin technician if you want, but what I'm saying is this card is so complete. With the Hall of Fame showtime, obviously he has showtime dunks, 95 driving dunk tendency, good enough defensive tendencies, XM release on quick. Now, a lot of people love this release. I'm not that good with it. I am not that good with the XM base. And that's a me problem. That's not a Luka Doncic problem. That is honestly a me problem more than anything. But the Pro 2 size up escape obviously does help. Pro 1 moving behind the back is one I don't mind. I don't like his moving crossover at all, but obviously does have the showtime dunks. There's no doubt about it. When it comes to the point guard position, it's ran by Galaxy Opal Luka Doncic. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for my top 10 point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. You look down the list. Tony Parker obviously didn't make the cut. Fred VanVleet, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Baron Davis. There's a lot of guys that didn't quite make the cut. Who do you guys think should have made the cut that didn't make the cut? Is it Colin Sexton for you? Is it Pink Diamond John Stockton? Let me know that down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.